change the culture of the game. They're moving with purpose, not for fame, yeah. Why they change the culture of the game. Why they change the culture of the game. Okay, we got 3.
All right, here we go. We're live again tonight. It's
We
time. It's
go.
time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're so excited about where we are tonight for just another opportunity to share with you our sports broadcast, our sports podcast. Yep, the
Yes,
culture of the
sir.
game. Our takes
Mhm.
beyond the take. I'm Joseph Parker, and I got my man B Jax,
B
Brandon Jackson.
Jackson in the house. What's up, man? Doing all
Yep.
right?
Doing good,
Good.
doing good. Our
That's
partner
good.
in crime again.
Yeah,
He's dealing with soccer again tonight.
man.
He's a dedicated parent, a dedicated
We got to get Blair
analyst.
back on the plane, man.
Man, golly.
That's how we get Blair on the show.
At 30,000 feet in the air, man. As soon as he
He's
land,
going Blair gonna do
he's
that
busy.
one. So yeah,
Yep,
man. He's a
yep,
busy
yep.
guy. Yep.
Exactly. So we're excited about being here tonight. Listen, we are going to talk about first Memphis.
Yeah.
Brandon. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But before we do, I had to put on
Mhm.
let's take down the lower third. I need the people to see. I got on my Memphis color blue. Memphis color
Wow.
blue. Now this is not
Yeah.
Memphis. This is No Fear Yes Faith. This is a brand, but I had to put on this color blue
Right.
because I got good news. Before we
Mhm.
talk about the other Brandon, how's the press? I just saw this.
Yeah.
Fred Smith Jr. has
That's right.
decided, hey, to be here in Memphis. He's staying
Man,
home. He's a
that's big.
four-star ultra athlete. I think he's a guard forward. I mean, he's just, man, he can play. He can play
Right.
from Briarcrest High School right here in the Memphis, Tennessee area. And man, we are excited. Congratulations, Penny Hardaway, Memphis
Great kid.
Tigers. Yep, you're a
Yeah.
great kid, great family structure. So we're extremely excited about him staying with us here in Memphis. So I'm proudly wearing my Memphis blue, even though it's another brand. But I don't know. Hey, I'm wearing my
Listen,
Memphis
man.
blue.
I think the roster is up to 4 players. So that's
You know
good.
what?
That's
Oh my goodness! Shots
look.
fired! Shots
Listen,
fired!
man, I love the Tigers. This is part of roster building. I love when Memphis kids play for University of Memphis. I think it's special, and I think that brings a lot of attention to the school. The fans
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
I really hope he's successful, man. 6'7",
Hey, he's tall.
two-time state champ with
Yeah,
Briarcrest.
yeah,
So he's
yeah,
got the bona fides. It's
yeah.
tough. It can be tough for freshmen, but hopefully he can jump right in and help the team. So
Hey, he got the
congrats to
right coach.
Penny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
congrats to
definitely.
Petey, man. He's been on the fire a lot.
Yeah.
And so, man, hey, we need some good news basketball wise here in Memphis. For sure.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I'm wearing black because I'm a Grizzlies fan. So there's
Uh-oh.
nothing to
Uh-oh.
celebrate.
Well,
It's like
well.
funeral every night. So hey, we just wait for this season to end. Like,
Oh
please
man.
end so we can have a lottery and
Oh
get some
my
good
God.
luck at the lottery, man.
Hey
So,
man, and let me tell you something. It's Memphis, so let's go. Let's go.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
speaking of Memphis and basketball, it's been a
Man.
lot of news, been a lot of things in the news, been a lot of things going on. And yes, we've been having people to ask about it. We've been having people to ask if we want to talk about it. I got my man B Jax and I said, hey, are we gonna do this? He said, yeah. And so
Got to. Yeah.
yeah, here we go. Number one on the list tonight, on the docket.
Yeah.
LeBron James comments about Memphis,
Yes.
not the Grizzlies necessarily, as far as talking about the Grizzlies, but more about the city. All right, it was about
A lot about the
moving.
city, but he added a little bit about the Grizzlies at the end. But yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead. Let's
yeah,
talk about it.
yeah. So
Mhm.
nobody wants to come play in Memphis, quote
Mhm.
unquote. So you know what? I hear what LeBron is saying, but let's be real. Memphis ain't for everybody. All right.
No, that's true.
And
That's
that's
true.
exactly why the culture here is so strong. All right.
Yes.
Memphis is grit, grind, as we say, toughness, edge, this city at large. All right.
Mhm.
And honestly, let's be honest, it's not a glamorous market, all right,
Yeah.
like a LA, big lights of New York City. But one thing we can say, it can be a winning culture because it's been a winning culture before.
Right.
And a winning culture, I believe, can be built here. All right. However, I will admit, yeah, I got on blue, this color blue, because I am a Memphis fan, but I'm more of a Memphis Tiger fan. Always have been. I'll admit that. My man Brandon Jackson, he is a diehard Grizzlies fan,
I
and
am.
I respect it.
Mhm.
So I'm going to yield the floor. Brandon, I've already given my take, and may have surprised you because I am standing strong with the city on this. All right. However, you can
Yeah.
speak more to this. You can really speak more to this, and then I'll jump in. What do you have to say about LeBron?
Well, let's talk about something that we've discussed is that the
Yeah,
three of us, including Blair, are not from Memphis.
that's right.
We all have moved here, and so that's a choice that we made.
Yeah,
We all love the city, but
yeah,
just because you love something doesn't mean that you don't understand their flaws.
that's right.
We know Memphis is a flawed city for lots of reasons
Yeah,
that have been publicized over the last few years.
yeah.
The way I look at this situation, I have two angles on it.
Okay.
The first angle I have is really disappointment, and absolutely, my opinion is not good of what LeBron James said. I mean,
Yeah,
I was disappointed in what he said, how he said it, the setting that he said it in,
yeah,
and to be so dismissive of a team that's so important to this city, and based off of just a hotel experience, I think is really it's not a good look for LeBron. He looks elitist. He looks like he's out of touch, and
yeah,
I was
yeah,
really disappointed in that. So all the backlash he gets,
yeah,
all these NBA players who've talked about Memphis, they deserve
yeah.
it, and they're gonna keep getting it, especially when you bring up Nashville. I really like Nashville, visit all the time. I went to grad school there, great city. It has grown by leaps and bounds in the last 20 plus years.
Wait a minute. So you went to grad school in Nashville?
I went to grad school in Nashville
Okay.
in
Okay.
the early 2000s, loved it, man.
All right.
But I will say this: Memphis and Nashville, polar opposite cities. Of course, Nashville's in the middle of the state. Memphis, the extreme far west end of the state, and it sometimes gets ignored and forgotten about. But I will say, as much as Nashville has a lot of things going on, it doesn't have the soul that Memphis has. Memphis is a basketball city,
Yeah.
always has been. Crazy about the Tigers, crazy about high school basketball, AAU. You go to a youth basketball game, you'll see a packed house.
That's right.
People love
That's right.
the game. The ratings in Memphis have consistently been among the highest for the NBA for many years. It was one of the reasons Memphis was chosen. So,
Yeah.
listen, really disappointed that he even brought Nashville into the fold. He doesn't even realize how he dipped his toes in the murky waters when he said that.
Yeah.
And it's something that he shouldn't say is foul. Please don't advocate for franchises to move. I think that's a bad look for NBA
I agree.
players.
I agree with that.
However, let me say this, and I
All
can
right.
relate this, Joseph, to business in corporate America.
Okay.
In corporate America, you get performance reviews.
Yeah.
If you're a people leader, you have to give feedback. And if you have a boss, you're going to get feedback. And
Yeah.
sometimes the feedback doesn't feel good.
That's true.
Sometimes it could sting.
Performance review.
But absolutely. But sometimes you have to say, is there some truth into it?
Okay.
Is there something I could do about this?
Okay.
Too many NBA players have given Memphis the feedback that the hotel situation isn't good enough.
That's right.
There's not enough to do.
Yeah.
What is Memphis going to do about that? What is our local government going to do about it? What is the state going to do about it?
Yeah.
Why doesn't Memphis have anchor hotels?
Yeah.
Memphis in the last 50 years has built up a lot of nice boutique hotels. That's
Right.
not going to cut it for NBA players.
Not for NBA players.
They
for
want
sure.
a nice lobby. They want
Yeah.
a nice bar. They want nice restaurants in the hotel. They want suites.
Yeah.
They want to be able to get massages.
That's
And
right.
here's the other thing that's really important, Joseph, that people don't like to mention.
All right.
They want stuff to do.
That's right.
These are young men in their 20s and 30s. They want to go out and about in town. They can do that in LA, in Miami, Chicago, Detroit.
Yeah.
They actually are told in Memphis, don't go out. It's not safe.
That's right.
We know this.
Yeah.
And I will say this too. I work for a company that does a convention basically every summer. Once a year they have a convention. We ask people from out of town to come in so we can
Yeah.
all get together.
Okay.
You know who else don't like the hotels?
Ooh,
Those average everyday people.
that's right.
They don't like the hotels down in Memphis either. It's a
Yeah.
problem. We need to acknowledge it. We got to do something about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my take on it. I was disappointed in LeBron and how he said it, but I think we got to hold our chin up and say, you know what? What can we do to make this a better situation? So that's my take,
Man, good take. I
Yeah.
100% agree with you because that's what you're going to get here on the culture of the game. All right. Our takes beyond the tape because we're not going to, we can't be homers. Admittedly, we
Yep.
can't be
Of
homers,
course.
but we're going to
Yep.
be level headed and fair. And I appreciate
Yep.
that because listen, you all don't know this man is a diehard Grizzlies fan. And I
Absolutely.
can sometime go in, he's gonna stay level headed. He's gonna stay level headed, which is cool. I'm the opposite with the Tigers.
Mhm.
I'm the ultimate fan with that. But listen, great take. I'm gonna agree with you on everything, believe it or not. You're not gonna get pushback.
Yeah. Mhm.
Surprisingly, but I'm not, man, because I'm saying this hotel thing. There are church conventions that come here.
That's right.
And one of the biggest issues is a hotel issue.
That's right.
It's just the honest to God truth. But there are other conventions that beyond the church realm, beyond the sports realm, that they just won't come to Memphis. But they won't come to Memphis. It's not just because of safety and all of that, man. Let's be honest. Some of it is plain and simple. Not enough hotels.
Yep.
Not enough hotels. I mean, the downtown area. People ask a silly question. Why won't the NBA All-Star game come here? It can't. Do you realize how many people come into your city from all over the world? Because it's a global game now,
That's
right?
right.
It's a
Mhm.
global game. People coming from all over. Traffic is horrible and all of that. We don't have the infrastructure. Now, I'm gonna say I've been watching a lot. We've been talking about it. I think Ryan
Yeah.
Clark had a good take, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't, but I think he, like you said, didn't probably go far enough to reach different things that was probably pulled down, which
Yeah.
goes to our state government. All right.
That's right. Mhm.
It's our state government. Different other cities get different grants or however financial things you would say that Memphis doesn't get.
Yep.
I mean, I hope I can get a guy on here, Mayor Paul Young. I mean, he'll tell you. It's just not,
Yes.
we don't get the same things, and we never have in this area, right? So
That's right. Yeah.
hopefully the tide can change on that. But I don't know, man. I agree with you that it's awful that we have to have this discussion. But LeBron James was wrong as far as going as far as he did. You could have
Right.
said something about the hotels without talking about how bad the city or the Grizzlies.
That's right.
Because
Well,
it's not the Grizzlies' fault. Now, you can say
right.
different companies should help to add different things. That's fair. That's fair.
Possibly. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but man, come on.
Well, one thing I don't like, and I'll say LeBron James, Draymond Green specifically, because they should know based off of their situations.
Yeah.
LeBron James grew up in Akron, which is 45 minutes from Cleveland.
Yep.
What if somebody just said, why don't they move the Cavs or the baseball team to Columbus?
Yeah.
I mean, they got a hockey team there. Ohio State is there.
Yeah.
Because that's the silly logic he used to move the Grizzlies to Nashville. Well, don't they have a hockey team? Don't they have Vanderbilt there?
Yeah.
Football. What does that have to do with a team moving? So that was nonsense.
Brandon, he also said he don't like to go to Milwaukee, but he also said he don't like to play in Akron.
Right.
I'm
That's
like,
right.
I mean,
and you know what? He could have the opinion. Like he said, he's a 41-year-old man.
Yeah.
If you ever notice, Joseph, it's funny when people get old in real life or when they get old in their career.
Yeah.
Because LeBron is certainly still a young man, but he's 41-year-old NBA player.
Yeah.
At some point, your filter just goes away. Clearly, his filter is just gone. He's just saying whatever's on his mind. And I get it. But it's disappointing when he should know the dynamics between cities. I think of Draymond Green with Golden State, right? They were in Oakland for a long time, and they just moved to San Francisco. What is that? What did that dynamic feel like for people in Oakland? Now they got to cross the bridge, see the team. We know how expensive San Francisco is. Can't even afford to go to the games realistically. I just think once you start getting into state business, city business, you're getting into line in an area that's uncomfortable. And I think that's where Ryan missed the mark.
Yeah.
Ryan was really on it for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
But I'm sorry, LeBron James has a platform, and what he says matters. And whether he knows about the inner workers or not,
yeah,
he's going to be held accountable for it, and that's the way it is. And so he has to accept that.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
It's been said that Memphis can't get stars because it's Memphis. Right. So my take on that is players don't avoid Memphis because of basketball.
No.
I think now that it's come out, players avoid Memphis because they avoid comfort differences. We all have comfort differences, right?
That's right.
That's probably some part of it, right? It's like what you said, hotels. Because a lot of times players that play, they don't necessarily move to the city, right? Some of them just come in and play. Some of them move. But I'm going to say this, and if we make it in with this, Memphis doesn't need everybody.
That's right.
It just need the right ones.
That's right.
And so,
and we know how basketball is, man. If you're winning, guys don't care. And I will say that players, I think they're cool with living here for a couple reasons. One, no state tax.
No state tax. Correct. Yeah.
Number two, you can get a $3 million house that would be $10, $15 million anywhere else. The cost of living is super cheap.
That's true.
And the game is global now. And guys know, look, I'm here 41 games a year. I'm traveling another 41, and during the summertime, I can live wherever I want. So I don't think it's an issue. You're not going to get a star free agent. But look at San Antonio. Who wants to play for them? Well, a lot of people do now because they drafted Wembanyama. They didn't get us a free agent. They drafted.
That's right.
That's the key. That's the key.
Speaking of strong personalities and leadership, we got to go there tonight.
Yep.
Geno versus Don Staley.
Yes.
That was a moment. It was a bad moment. It was interesting, though. It's good for podcast.
Yes.
So, in case you missed it, NCAA women's tournament was great. UConn, you had two blue bloods. I think I can say South Carolina was a blue blood right now. Maybe
definitely.
Okay. So you had UConn, storied history, historic program. Coach Geno, Coach Geno's Geno. But then you have Don Staley. I mean, was a walking bucket in WNBA savant, college basketball star. Could ball. She was a baller, for real. Just in case you missed it, they had a moment after the game, almost at the very end of the game, then after the game. And some people will say that moment was intensity. I think it was disrespectful.
Yes. Agreed.
Some people have said that's what greatness looks like when two elite competitors collide. They're both elite competitors.
Right. Geno
is who's the coach of UConn.
That's right.
He's an old school fiery guy. I mean, go check the history books, man. I mean, him and Pat Summitt will go at it. Go at it, right? He's fiery. Don Staley is more composed. She's culture driven, man. It's okay for me to say that, right? She's she's
stylish.
Man, cool as the other side of the pillow. That's real talk.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So this is like philosophy versus philosophy. And so some people say you're watching standards. I don't know. It seemed like we was watching drama because the way Geno came at Don, he was mad because he said she didn't shake his hand before the game and all this stuff. And then, excuse me for saying this, but the apology was awful. He apologized to everybody else, but
her.
but her. Now,
That's right.
supposedly now he came with a private apology. I don't want to hear that, man.
They apparently talked. Yeah.
Yeah, good marketing or good chat GPT. Okay,
Yeah.
apology that came out.
That's right.
So man, it really upset me. I mean,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna hold anything again. I'm just telling you, I'm not a UConn fan. I'm
Right.
not. I'm just not. And honestly, that coach, I mean, he's a winner, all-time winning, this, that, and other. But man, I've seen it too many times. Again, I was a Pat Summitt fan, right?
Right.
Because I love Shamika Holesclaw. I love,
Yeah.
people like that. She put some balls out there, man.
Yeah.
But that's my take. I thought he was very disrespectful. Dawn is cool. She get at it too, because man, she was a baller again, man.
Yeah.
But I
No,
mean,
she was ready. She was ready for go time.
hey,
Clearly.
she from North
Yeah.
Philly. She from
That's
North
right.
Philly. So she not
That's
putting
right.
no
Yeah.
she wasn't gonna walk away from it. I tell you that
No.
much.
That's right. Yeah.
But what you think, Brandon?
Well, look. So South Carolina is an interesting blue blood that she's built. She has gotten tremendous players. What's the dichotomy of Dawn Staley, who was not only a point guard, but a very small one, to build such tall physical teams in South Carolina, I think is what throws people off.
Yeah.
Her teams are always very physical.
Very physical, very competitive.
They pound the ball in the post
relentlessly.
They offensive rebound, and that's how they win games.
They play like she played.
Yes, except they're much bigger than her, right?
Yeah,
and I think clearly that bothered Geno. He harped on the foul situation. He harped on the fact that one of his players, her jersey was torn.
But she tore it herself. She said she tore herself.
Exactly. That's right. But I just think he was thrown off, right?
Yeah.
And what we have to remember is that last year, UConn beat the brakes off of South Carolina in the championship game, in the finals. Beat them bad.
Yeah.
And that's where I have a problem, because as bad as they lost that game, Dawn Staley was able to deal with it, do all the post-game handshakes, congratulations, handle the situation with class. She was upset in the game. Like, she freaked out on the bench, but got herself back together and did what she needed to do. She clearly said, hey, we're not going to get beat like that again by UConn. She built a team that came out and really led wire to wire in that game and shut down two great players for UConn. I think Geno was frustrated. What I will say is that it's just never a good look for a man to approach a woman like that. And that's kind of just the weird angle that you have in the women's game. We have these male coaches.
Yeah.
And I think for him to approach her like that was definitely wrong. She clearly was just surprised by the whole situation. He comes off looking like a loser. It's a terrible apology. Looks like a bad sport.
Yep.
I appreciate how Dawn handled it. And I think she clearly stood up for herself. And I'm sure in her mind, she's thinking, hey, if I could be a good sport last year, you got to do the same. Fair is fair. You won last year, I won this year. That's the way.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Yeah, that's my view on it, man. Geno's got to do better. I think he sullied his reputation some. He can come back from it, but I think people are going to remember this, and they're going to be watching closely if UConn South Carolina play next year.
Well, he comes off as Mr. Wilson. Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
I mean, he comes off like the mean old guy. Let's just be honest. I mean, I didn't like it, and I think, man, but I'm gonna tell you, you picked the wrong one, or you might pick the right one, because Dawn ain't going.
Yeah, no, she's not.
Man,
she's not.
Dawn
she wasn't intimidated, and she told him what she would do if something happened.
That's
repeatedly.
Right. That's right. That's it. I said when we got to see some other footage. I was like, oh
yeah,
oh yeah. She was talking her stuff, man.
She was
talking her stuff. She was talking her stuff, man. Speaking of, let's talk about a program that just finished the job on the biggest stage.
Man,
Michigan. Michigan did what the Fab Five couldn't finish.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Shout out C-Web, man. We love you, bro. Somebody for the bench told you to call timeout. We saw the footage.
We saw the footage. Yeah, we saw the footage. Yeah, man,
right.
that was one of the worst nights of my life, man.
Awful.
Because I was a Fab Five, man. They brought the culture to the game. Talking about the culture of the game.
One of my favorite college teams of all time. Not only did they bring the game and being young players, that's what people don't understand, Joseph. Back then, freshmen barely played. They might come off the bench.
That was unheard of. That was unheard of.
Definitely didn't start. They definitely didn't start. You had to be super special, and you might be the only freshman starting. So to go from that type of coaching style to the fact you have 5 guys starting was phenomenal.
It was unheard of.
And they were phenomenal. Definitely a vibe,
And I'm gonna say this too. Sidebar, we're gonna get to Michigan. But speaking of Michigan, it's Fab Five. Fab Five gets a lot of credit, but man, we have to rewind a little bit back to UNLV.
Yes,
because that team might be one of the greatest teams in. We might need to do a segment on that. The greatest they're in my opinion, it's got to be like 1 or 2, no lower than 3 best college basketball teams of all time. The Running Rebs.
I think they beat Duke by 30 in the championship game, something like that. It was unbelievable how badly they beat Duke in that game. It was incredible.
I just saw Larry Johnson. Grandma Ma just said that he admitted it was his fault that they lost the second game. He said honestly, I was out there lollygagging.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
They took Duke for granted, and give K credit, give Leitner and those guys credit. But you know what changed on that Duke team? There's a young freshman by the name of Grant Hill.
Man, that's my only Duke player that I like. I gotta tell Blair, that's the only my Duke player that I like.
Okay? Oh, he's one of my faves, for sure.
Yeah. Him and
Zion. I know you're a Zion fan.
I am a Zion fan because of high school.
Not Duke.
High school. Not Duke. Man, what's the guard, man?
What era did he play in?
He Kyrie Irving.
Oh, but man, he only played 11 games, right?
Yeah, he didn't play that much, man.
Ridiculous, but
So Michigan didn't just win, in my opinion, man. They executed to the T.
Yep.
And that's what separates good teams from champions. There are a lot of good teams, but the champions execute. I think it was discipline over hype. Be honest with you. I think there was discipline over hype. Because I'll be honest, I wrote them off. I wrote them off because they had a guard to get hurt. And so I was like, we all talked about it. You and Blair was just chopping it up. And I was like, the first number one is gonna be Michigan. It wasn't. They proved me wrong. Also, I think what we saw was system over individual moments. Because man, that coach, hats off to that coach, man. Because Dusty May coached was it
FAU for Florida Atlantic.
And did great there. Got a tremendous upgrade. Okay.
Yes. Right. Big time.
And so I think it was a system over individual moments. Plus, I'm gonna say what we saw was defense plus composure late in games. For them. Because people talk about offense. Their offense really struggled in the championship game. They were tight. But their defense got them there, and then they finally start hitting some nice shots, man. And I think that champions aren't, Brandon, you might don't know if you agree, won by talent alone. They're won by execution under pressure. And that's what we saw. I mean, we saw execution under pressure, man. And so what do you think about Michigan, man?
Well, look, they blew my pick out of the water. I picked Arizona, and I think what we saw in that game,
that was a shock.
It was the scoreline was a surprise. I thought it was a 50-50 game. I didn't think Arizona would get blown out, but clearly, once they ran up against another team with the same size they had, what Arizona couldn't do is shoot the ball, and Michigan can.
Oh man!
And Michigan the size is unbelievable. And look, I
their
agree
front
with you.
line, their front line is huge, man.
NBA talent all across that team. So let's talk about that. A lot of talent on that team.
Yeah.
The roster construction, right? So
Yeah.
we talked a lot about Memphis and them having to kind of rebuild their team every year. Michigan rebuilt that team this year totally. The starting five were all transfers in the portal. And credit goes to them for buying in, but also credit to Dusty May. Credit to whoever
Dusty
put
May
that
again, man.
roster together. Now, clearly, look, they have a lot of money. You have to get that many guys, pro players.
Yeah.
But we saw Yaxel Lindenborg at UAB. He's a good player, but he was mostly
we're familiar with
guy,
him.
right?
Familiar with him, for sure.
For him playing small forward in college, 6'9", small forward.
Yeah.
I mean, guys shooting threes, finishing inside. Your center is 7'3".
Smooth.
Big guy from UCLA. Yeah. Johnson's about 6'10". And what about Elliot Cadeau, man? Elliot Cadeau was a big-time recruit.
Yeah.
Who was at North Carolina. And the big thing with him is he maybe he couldn't shoot, but clearly he would not shoot.
Yeah.
And I think that drove the coach staff North Carolina crazy, obviously Hubert Davis. And what does he do? Whatever Dusty May told the kid, he started shooting the ball, but he is a good point guard. He knows how to run a team.
Yeah.
A lot of assists. I think he might have won most outstanding player of the tournament. He was really good. They just had guys play their roles. So I look at talent, I look at coaching, roster construction.
Yeah.
Roster construction is the new term, y'all.
Yeah.
For college basketball.
Roster construction. Absolutely.
I don't know if you saw today, Parker. Michigan got the big guy from Tennessee. I think his name is Estrella, something like that.
I didn't see that.
He's going to Michigan next year. So they're already
just reloading. They reloading.
Reload. That's it. Reloading.
Oh man.
So that's right.
It reminds you of an old school Calipari.
Yes.
Just reload.
Yeah.
This is a hot young gun, man. And honestly, he probably won't leave Michigan. Only way in my opinion, he will leave Michigan because it's not a better job, really. I mean, is it? I mean, in college.
North Carolina's a better job, but I don't know if North Carolina's ponying up the same amount of money. So to me, North Carolina's the best job in college. Kentucky is close to that, but
if you win in Michigan, man, it's probably.
But Michigan's up there now. The funny thing, some of my cousins, really really good family members, are Michigan folks. They all went to Michigan. They were at the game.
Okay.
They told me I think Michigan had lost the last 7 opportunities to win a championship. Something crazy. And I had to think about it. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
That 89 team won, and then of course the Fab Five lost twice.
They did lose twice.
We know they had some those Trey Burke teams are really good. They couldn't quite pull it off. So that was big. But Michigan's strong program. Being in the Big Ten. Big Ten has been good. You had 2 teams in the Final Four.
Yeah.
That Michigan's a really good job. Dusty May, he's not going anywhere.
Hey.
Yep.
And on the women's side, NCAA, we saw dominance we saw dominance in a different way. We saw dominance. Hats off to UCLA women's championship team. UCLA didn't sneak up on anybody.
No.
They imposed their will from start to finish. I mean, they left no doubt.
No.
I mean, man, again, Don Staley, let's go. Let's go, South Carolina. Man, it was over quick.
Yeah, it was not much of a contest.
Man,
so congrats to them, man. Lauren Betts, was she 6'7"?
Hey, and that coach too, man, is great.
Jaime Jaquez's sister.
Yeah.
Out there just balling out. I will say this, right? And hats off to UCLA. They deserved it, dominated.
That's right.
Great champions. And I think they're going to be making noise for years to come.
Yeah.
I do wonder, Joseph, if South Carolina's going to have to make some changes in their philosophy.
And it's going to go back to what you said a while ago. The structure of their roster.
Are they going to have to start getting some guards that can shoot that thing?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when they have struggled is when they can't hit a shot. And when the other team has just as much size as them.
Yeah.
It's a problem, man. They don't have
I agree.
those. They've had guards that can
I
penetrate,
agree
who
with
can
you.
guard.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to knock down a 20-footer in the game today, man. I think that's essential if you're going to get a chip. And I think that seems to be the missing element sometimes with South Carolina.
I agree, man. Man, control pace. You watch them control pace, physical presence, physical dominance.
Right.
I mean, honestly, confidence from the opening tip. I mean, Betts went out because she was choking. I don't know if you saw, she was choking.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
Literally choking. Yeah,
she was literally choking, like couldn't breathe, man. And so I was concerned. They didn't miss a beat. It was control.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't a win that was a statement. I mean, it was incredible. So again, hats off to them. Now, wait a minute. Brandon, I didn't give this to you because I just saw this. We have our producer. She actually graduated from UT Knox. So she just UT Knox. No, Ware. She loves it.
Yeah,
but let me say this. Let me
big orange,
yeah, but did you see the news? Man, UT Knox Lady Balls, they've lost every lady ball. Everybody's transferring. They have no players.
Even Memphis has 4 guys.
No, man, this is
I'm worried. The ladies got 1.
Listen, seriously.
What?
The Lady Vols, everybody has transferred. They hit the transfer portal. And then, man, they have this guard, man, McDonald's All-American. She pulled out of her commitment. They said that, man, they said it's a dumpster fire, man. That coach, we need more digging on that, man.
There is the hardest thing to do in sports. One of the hardest things to do in sports is replace a coaching legend.
Oh, man.
It's so difficult to do.
Have they been right since Pat Summitt?
They've had decent teams, but nowhere, I think, near the heights that they had with Coach Summitt. And listen, you talked about blue bloods, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Part of what I think makes a school of blue blood is when they have sustained success. Even when the coach changes.
Yeah.
And that has been the downfall of UT so far. They just have not been able to reach the heights they had with Coach Summitt. I don't like it. I'm not a UT fan, but I do appreciate what the Lady Vols did for the game. And I want to see them do well, but what are they going to do? I mean, clearly there's something going on with the coach.
Man, I mean,
I guess they got to stick with her, but
I was very shocked, man. Everybody hit the transfer portal. And then you got your McDonald's All-American.
Yep.
Who says, I ain't coming.
Can you blame her?
No, everybody, literally everybody. I mean, one of the top players, guards, man. I just saw that she actually she went to Ole Miss. I just saw this.
Ole Miss was pretty good last year. Yeah, I think they're building up. The SEC women's teams, I know Alabama was decent, and Vanderbilt, they have a star. I mean, young lady puts up big point games.
But Brandon,
Texas,
leaving Tennessee, this would never happen.
Ole Miss. That would have never happened.
Oh my God, that would never happen.
That's right.
Man, it's disappointing. Disappointing for sure. Disappointing,
man.
Disappointing. I don't know what's going on.
Let's think about the coaches in the SEC, right? Dawn Staley.
Yeah.
You also got Mulkey at LSU.
Absolutely.
Vanderbilt has a good coach. I mean, Texas, the guy that the coach there is a legend. He's
Ole Miss coach coming on. She coming on too. She got Moxie.
So if your coach is not up to par, you're not gonna get players anymore. I don't care how big your arena is, what type of banners you can show. These players, this is a different game. NIL is not quite the same in the women's game as the men's, but it's getting there. It's getting close.
Hey, but it's a dumpster fire, man. It's a dumpster fire. I've never seen. Yeah, this is, man, and we saw what happened when you have to replace every player on the men's basketball at Memphis. It's just it's just not. I don't know, man. Now,
I mean, what do you think about that, Parker? I mean, What I've seen so far from Memphis is the best name I've seen is DJ Wagner as a possibility.
That's true. But hey, let me ask
But
you this though.
yeah,
Michigan. Speaking of Michigan,
yeah.
maybe I'm off, but did Michigan have all 5 transfers?
The starting 5 were transfers.
See, we're in a different era. But what you said, speaking of, if we get Wagner, yes. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a name, but also he's a player. He's a baller too.
Good
but
player.
Man,
and the other guys
you
I've
gotta
seen
get people,
are much smaller schools, So
yeah, but you gotta get people to, man, Brandon, you said something one time. You was like, man, we got all these transfers on Memphis that nobody's crying because they're leaving.
No, listen, they were driven to the airport. The coach said, "How you in there? Do I need to drop you off? You need me to help you pack?
I'm gonna get you Uber.
I got you. I will pay for this because I want you to leave. I mean, good luck. And so
Brad,
we took some scraps, man, last year, and I think they end early on players, which is important.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you.
Woo, it's gonna be an interesting ride, man. Buckle up, y'all, because we're gonna see what happens.
So let me ask you this, man. We're gonna finna get out of here, man. Been a good night. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us for Culture of the Game. I take to Beyond the Tape. But I want to ask you, Brandon, which championship run was more impressive, Michigan or UCLA?
I'm gonna say UCLA, actually, because as impressive as their win was, I do not believe that school had won a championship before. I know they've had
on the women's side,
not on the women's side. Of course, the men's side they won a lot, but women's side not at all.
It's the first one. First one.
So winning that first one is always the hardest, and I think to do it and to not only win but to dominate the way that they did, I think speaks to really, you talked about coaching, but also the cohesiveness of those young ladies to stick together as seniors, lead that team. You could tell they were a really tight-knit team. And so I give them the edge over Michigan because I'm old school, man. I like, when players start as freshmen and work their way up to be seniors and stars. Michigan with the NIL was cool, but give me that story that UCLA women had over that. And so I'll take the Lady Bruins over the Wolverines.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, man. I mean, the crazy thing about it, UCLA has a rich history of women's basketball, which is crazy for them to just have. I mean, people don't know. I mean, players like Natalie Williams back in the day.
Natalie Williams,
Ann Myers. I don't know, man. What was that lady's name? Michaela. She was they've had. I mean, Monique Billings. Yeah, man. I mean, they've had some good. They've get some good squads, some good players, and for them to win that first one, you're right, man. And let me say this too. I love the coach from Michigan and the men's side.
Yeah,
but when you look at the ladies, the story of the ladies coach at UCLA, man, you just keep hearing stories over story after story. She's not flashy, seemingly, you know what I'm saying?
No,
and right. she man, and but you hear good stories. Don Staley talked awesomely about her. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that was going on the heels of what happened with her.
There was some shade in there. There was some shade being thrown, but also I think she believed it, and she was authentic about it.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. Yeah, you're right. And then you heard other players, other stars who were on broadcast saying, "Hey, she's legit. People love her. She, everybody talks great about her." So you know what? Once again, we're breaking history tonight. I'm agree with you, P-Jax. I'm agree with you. I agree. Championship run was more impressive. I would say UCLA on the women's side. Let me say this too, because they were so dominant. They were so dominant. I mean, they absolutely, again, we just talked about that, but they dominated, man. They dominated.
They did.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, man, I know today was the opening round of the Masters. You see any of that?
Saw a little bit. Saw McIlroy, who won last year, is top of the leaderboard, tied 5 under. Which is low score for first round. I mean, you know, he clearly feels comfortable on the course, and now the pressure's off.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, you know, in terms of talent, he has probably been one of the more talented guys on the tour for a long time, but the pressure of winning has been tough on him.
I agree.
But once you get that first one, now it lets a little of that pressure off. You can relax a little bit. I'll say this about the Masters.
Yeah.
The thing I like about that tournament
is
on Sunday, man, the pressure is just we have seen some major collapses, major comebacks in the Masters because of the pressure.
Yeah.
And so I look forward to that and just seeing how people are going to handle that.
I mean, this is just a quick sidebar. Which one you think is harder to play, the Masters or the British Open?
I think in terms of difficulty, the British Open. I know. So the British Open, they rotate the tournament at different locations, but the weather there is crazy.
No, that's what I was gonna say. The weather's stupid, man.
The wind. It could be terrible rain.
It could be foggy. I'm literally. I mean, it's been hard to see the players in the fog. So I agree with you.
And it's a different game, you know. Here, players they smack the ball, goes a long way, you get a little bit of a roll, and then you approach. You go to British Open, man, the ball might carry another 100 yards. Depending on how you hit it, but you got to hit it low a lot of times to the other wind. So it's about strategy, and the good thing about the majors in golf is that they are very different tournaments, very different types of skill sets in order to try to win those. So
absolutely, man. Listen, a great show again tonight. Thanks to everybody that watched it. I think I'm just end by saying, man, at the end of the day, I think when you look at the champions that we talked about tonight, talent gets the spotlight, but culture wins championships. So we've seen great culture on these two championship teams. So listen, man, thank you for watching with us tonight. Listen, like, share, subscribe. You see at the bottom right here. That's it. Follow us on IG and subscribe right here. Hit the button. Yeah. Hit the bell. So you can be notified. Listen, again, thank you for joining us. We miss our man. We miss you, Blair.
Duke lost. Get over it. Come on back, man. We're not gonna make that much fun of you, man. I know it was a tough shot. It was a 30-foot shot, but come on, man. Get over it. It's okay.
You still crying. Yeah. All right, man. Listen. All right, B-Jax. Man, appreciate you.
Parker.
We'll see y'all next week.
Once again.
Peace.
See you.